What's up, you guys? We are back. We are doing another live stream covering the Trevor Bauer announcement. So I just made one a minute ago. Thought that Trevor Bauer was about to go live with a video at 11 o'clock, so I cut it short because I want to be making a video while he makes his announcement. But that's not been the case at this point. We're still waiting to hear from Trevor Bauer to see what team he's going to be playing for in 2020 and beyond. Right now, we know it's between the Mets and the Dodgers. It sounds like those are the two finalists to bring Trevor Bauer to their teams this year. Sounds like the Mets are the front runners. They have been linked to him and have been said to have the highest offer to Trevor Bauer. 3 years is the rumor. Front-loaded $40 million in the first year, an opt-out after that first year, another $40 million in the second year, and then significantly less in the final year. So what's it going to be? Mets or Dodgers? It's up to Trevor Bauer now. We know we've been refreshing his website. We've been looking at his YouTube channel, his Instagram, trying to get a beat on what he's going to do, when he's going to announce it. His website crashed. Earlier today, he posted a new merchandise option on his Instagram for LFGM t-shirts with him all adorned on them. So I thought, no doubt, coming to the Mets. Then that was removed. Then his website crashed. So right now, things are in the air. I still have the gut feeling he's coming to the Mets. Last night, Bob Nightingale reported that he did have an agreement with the team. All the other reporters refuted that, and it turned out to be false. At least at that point, there's no official announcement. We're waiting on Bauer. Hopefully, in the next few minutes, he's going to finally reveal what team he'll be playing for in 2020 and beyond. If you guys are new to my channel, be sure to leave it a like, subscribe to my channel. I cover all the latest Major League Baseball news and, of course, the most Met-centric possible as I can be. I'm a huge New York Mets fan, as you can see all my gear in the background as well. So what do you guys think? Is Trevor Bauer going to the Mets, or is he going to the Dodgers, or possibly even a mystery team? If there's one mystery team, we've heard the LA Dodgers or the LA Angels, they easily could use a pitcher of Trevor Bauer's caliber. They have almost no starting pitching, to be honest. They have Dylan Bundy, Andrew Heaney, Quintana. They really could use him. They just picked up Dexter Fowler last night in what seemed to be a salary dump for the Cardinals. But the Angels really need pitching. And if he doesn't go to the Mets, I would love to see him go to the Halos. I don't think that's going to be the case. I have a feeling that Bauer is coming to Queens. He will sign with the New York Mets. I think that deal that the Mets have been said to be offering him of 3 years and approximately between $90 and $110 million sounds like a fair deal for both sides. Trevor Bauer gets the highest average annual value in baseball, which he says he wants. He wants to beat Garrett Cole. Then the Mets have a safety blanket where, hey, if he's not a good fit after this year or he overperforms, he's out. He can opt out after the first year. So what do you guys think? Do you like the rumored deal for the Mets and Trevor Bauer at 3 years, first year opt out, $40 million a year? Do you think that's too much money, or do you think it's worth it? Also, how do you feel about the way that he's carrying this all out? If nothing else, I got to say, marketing genius. The dude has got, I think, almost 1,000 new subscribers on YouTube just today, including myself. So the guy knows what he's doing to get some attention to himself. Let's see, what do we got here? We got Matthew Johnston in the chat. Big Halos fan. Yeah, the Angels really need that starting pitching help. They got to do something. They got to get Mike Trout back in the playoffs already. It's been way too long. Twisted Gemini, loyal subscriber. Love you, man. Andrew Acevedo, great channel as well. If you guys haven't checked him out, be sure to give him a sub as well. Great Mets channel. I think he's a clown. I agree with that. He's definitely a clown. There's no doubt. The way he's gone about this, all about Trevor Bauer. We know that this is the kind of guy he is. That this isn't something that's going to carry over into the regular season with the Mets if he does, in fact, sign with us. We don't need these kinds of distractions. I want the guy to go out, be the best pitcher he can possibly be, and that's all I'm concerned about at the end of the day. He's concerned about clicks, about subscribers, about followers. If he pitches well, he can do that in addition to that. I don't care. That's fine. But if he's not pitching well, we know the New York media. We know how hard us fans will come down on Trevor Bauer if he's not performing at the level of a $40 million pitcher. So it's going to be really interesting to see how his personality fits in New York if he does, in fact, come here to the Mets. Going to the Dodgers, I mean, it could obviously be a fit for them. I don't know if they want to do that. They'll easily go over the luxury tax. It's been rumored they're looking to trade David Price. They'd have to probably attach some prospects to him or eat a good portion of his money. But if Trevor Bauer goes to the Dodgers, there's almost no chance of any team taking them down in the National League if he pitches to his full ability. I mean, that would be a stupid good rotation to go with a ridiculous lineup, a ton of young prospects, always ready to come up for the Dodgers. So, if nothing else, the Mets bringing in Bauer will significantly weaken the Dodgers from bringing him in. So, as much as a great move it is as it is for the Mets, it's equally important that they keep him from going to the Dodgers, one of the big National League rivals and one of the big competitors to come out of the league for the World Series this year. What do you guys think? Is Trevor Bauer worth $40 million per year? If he pitches like he did in 2018 and 2020, you can make the case on a short-term deal like it's been rumored that the Mets are offering him. Yeah, sure. I'm fine with that. I'm happy that this isn't like a 10, 11, 12-year back like the Yankees and Garrett Cole did, just because there's so much volatility when you're talking about Trevor Bauer. He doesn't necessarily have the track record that Garrett Cole had in years with Houston and even before that with Pittsburgh. Trevor Bauer's had an up and down career. You know, he started with Cleveland. He started pretty good. After that, kind of tailed off. He's had an ERA up over 3, and I believe 7 of his 9 career seasons, or maybe it's 6 out of his 9 career seasons. Obviously, this year had the 1.73 ERA, won the National League Cy Young Award. The dude is great when he's great. When he's bad, you don't know. I mean, the guy can really not the best pitcher, and he's not the best attitude kind of guy. A lot of volatility with him. So we'll see. We'll see what ends up coming to fruition. I'm thinking he's going to the Mets. What do you guys think? If you're new to the channel, be sure to leave it a like on this video. Subscribe so you can stay up to date on all the latest MLB offseason news as well as New York Mets news. And let's hope this happens. Let's hope it happens here in the next couple minutes. I'm devoting my day to this. Trevor Bauer really has us all hook, line, and sinker right now because I can't focus on anything else but this right now. What do you guys think in the comment section below? Where's Trevor Bauer going to sign? Is he going to the Mets? Is he going to the Dodgers? Or is there a mystery team? And if it's a mystery team, tell me who you think it is. Like I said, if there's a mystery team, in my opinion, it would be the Angels. But don't know if they have the money or are willing to take him on. Not to mention the Mickey Callaway issue, although that's a whole nother can of worms I won't even get into. He probably won't even be the pitching coach anymore. So the whole idea of their relationship being irreparable doesn't really seem to be a narrative anymore. The Angels really could go and get him if they wanted to. It's just a matter if they're willing to spend the money. They have the funds this year. They would go over the luxury tax on a deal like this for Bauer, but next year they'd be under it again. So it wouldn't be a huge issue for them. They just pay the tax on whatever they're over this year. Makes perfect sense for the Angels. Dodgers, obviously, World Series defending champions, want to get better. Bringing in Trevor Bauer makes them even more so the team to beat in the National League. And then you have the Mets, who have a very solid rotation already. You have Jacob deGrom, Carlos Carrasco, Marcus Stroman, in addition to Noah Syndergaard returning from Tommy John surgery, hopefully by June, as well as Joey Lucchesi, Jordan Yamamoto, and some other depth guys that they've brought in over the last couple of months. So, like the Mets rotation, don't love it yet. Bringing in Trevor Bauer, in my opinion, gives the Mets the best rotation in Major League Baseball. Up there with the Padres at the very least for the top 2, maybe top 3. The Dodgers still are pretty strong. The Braves have a good rotation. They've added some people this year with Charlie Morton and Drew Smyly, and they already had Max Fried and a few other guys as well. So going to be a tough National League this year. The American League, on the other hand, it seems like it's pretty open for competition. The Yankees, in my opinion, haven't improved as much as I think they need to. You know, they have Gary Sanchez, who's a question mark behind the plate. They brought in Corey Kluber, who is a huge question mark. Who knows if he's actually going to even pitch this year? He's on schedule to, but only pitched 34 innings in the last 2 years. Then they brought in from the Pirates, Jameson Taillon. Taillon, I mean, two Tommy John surgeries, hasn't pitched in 2 years. So the Yankees, not a safe bet in the American League East. Then you have the Blue Jays, who obviously have improved quite a bit. The Rays, who are always a good team despite losing some key guys this year. The Central, I'm right there with you, Mets season. White Sox all the way, no doubt about it in my mind. The Twins are a good team, but I don't think they can compete with that White Sox team. They're a juggernaut in the lineup. Their pitching rotation is just becoming better and better with Lucas Giolito and the left-hander, I can't think of his name right now, Kopech. They are the team to beat in the American League Central, possibly the American League. And then the American League West, Astros have gotten weaker. Obviously lost Garrett Cole last year. Justin Verlander coming back from injury. Zach Greinke going toward the end of his career. Lost George Springer. Michael Brantley's back, but is that really going to keep them atop the Oakland Athletics and potentially the Angels? I think the Angels, like I said, they need to improve that rotation. That's why I think they would be a great mystery team to take Trevor Bauer. All indications, though, from ownership seem that they are not going to spend that kind of money on Trevor Bauer. And that's why we're led right now to a two-team race between the Mets and the Dodgers for Trevor Bauer. So we thought we were going to get an announcement already. I've been live streaming now for 10 minutes here. I did it about 10 minutes earlier. Got ready to make a video on it, but still no announcement from ever. If you guys have any information, please leave it in the comment section below. Let me know, because I'm trying to refresh Twitter while simultaneously reading your comments and keeping the chat active and talking to you guys. What do you guys think? Trevor Bauer going to the Mets, or is he going to the Dodgers? Probably would be an overpay. I'll agree with you on that, Nate. The reason I'm okay if it is $40 million a year is because it's a short-term deal. It's not a long-term commitment. It's not something that's going to hamstring this team financially for many years down the road, where if it doesn't work out, it could be a 3-year deal. And as we've heard, there's a reported opt-out after the first year. If that's the case, the Mets might be able to wipe their hands clean of Bauer after the very first year if it doesn't work out. Or in his case, if he performs so well that he wants to test the free agent market again. So I think I'm okay with the deal, even if it's $40 million this year. It put the Mets over the luxury tax. They do still have some areas of concern for me. I want to see them improve their center field defense. I want to see them improve their third base defense as well. Love J.D. Davis. He's a butcher in the field, though. Brandon Nimmo is a great offensive player, but he's not a center fielder. He's a left fielder by every definition. So the Mets do still have some areas of need that they have to address for this roster. Bringing in Trevor Bauer, though, will absolutely alleviate a lot of the other issues on this team. It's going to give them one of the best, if not the best, starting rotation in baseball. So let's see what he signs for. His page is down right now. That's correct. His website has crashed. We saw earlier that Bauer had released some new merch on his Instagram and his website with LFGM logos all over it, him wearing Mets hats and Mets gear. So he's either trolling us hardcore and he's doing a great job of it, or he really is coming to the Mets. It got leaked a little bit early, or he's doing this all on purpose. In any case, Trevor Bauer is the talk of the baseball world right now. This is exactly what he wanted, and I'm okay with it as long as he goes out and performs on the field. If he wants to be the guy with the most attention off the field, that's fine. You better go earn that contract now. Go earn it on the field. Go pitch to a 2.20 ERA. Be that number 1B or 1A, whatever you want to call it, to Jacob deGrom in a playoff matchup for us. And like I said, if you guys are new to my channel, first time seeing me, then please give this video a like. Subscribe to my channel for all the latest MLB offseason news as well as Mets news. During the season, we'll be doing power rankings every week, recapping the week in baseball, and all kinds of other fun stuff. And also, leave me some ideas in the comment section. Let me know what you guys want to see. I want to make this a fun channel for you guys where you see what you want. That's all I'm about. I'm all about my audience, all about my viewers. Felix, thanks for the subscribe, man. I appreciate it. Stay tuned for more great gear. Cano is retiring. Oh, wow. Thank God. Thank you. That's amazing. I'm so happy. Yeah, I don't think he's leaving $40 million on the table. I know I wouldn't. And, he's not making the Hall of Fame after 2 PED busts, but he's gunning for 3,000 hits anyway. He's trying to stat pad his career. There's no way Cano's retiring. I'm hoping the Mets can work out some type of buyout or some type of, something where they're able to, restructure his contract, find a way to trade him, get his no trade clause off, something like that. But I don't know if it's going to happen. Kind of like the Cespedes situation, except there were no wild boars chasing Cano in this one. He just can't stay off the juice. Andrew, we don't know where he's announcing it. I mean, it sounded like it was supposed to be on YouTube at 2 Eastern time, but we haven't heard anything yet. I've been refreshing that. We've checked his Instagram. We haven't seen anything there. We have been looking all over for this information. Bauer has us hook, line, and sinker right now. We are in his hands. I mean, we're just waiting for this announcement to come. It's going to be like a LeBron announcement from 2009. I'm bringing my talents to South Beach. So let's find out what happens. I don't know. To me, if I had to put my life savings on it, absolutely is going to the Mets. I mean, all we've heard is that Trevor Bauer, Mets, Trevor Bauer, 3-year offer, 1-year opt out, $40 million in the first 2 years, $28 million in the final year of that contract. It makes a lot of sense for both sides. Trevor Bauer gets his highest average annual value on his contract, which he has stated that he wants. He wants to have more than his buddy, his frenemy, Garrett Cole, who were UCLA teammates back in college. Meanwhile, the Mets get him on a short-term deal. There's less volatility in that. If Trevor Bauer's personality doesn't work out in Queens, if he doesn't pitch well, he might opt out after the first year. The Mets might have the ability just to ride out those next 2 or 3 years without having to worry about extending players like Conforto or Lindor, or still being big players in free agency for other players. So I think it's a great idea for both sides. Trevor Bauer obviously is getting his wish right now, being the talk of baseball. I mean, he's taking my day away from me so I can live stream this right now. I know all you guys are all big baseball fans. You're all really hyped for this right now as well. I believe it's going to be 2 p.m. Eastern time, although that was 40 minutes ago. So we don't really know. Maybe it is 2 p.m. Western time. If it's 2 p.m. Western time, does that mean he's going to the Dodgers? Is he already on Western time? I don't know, but this is driving me nuts. I just want this to be over with already. If the Mets don't get Bauer, then I think they still need to address one more pitcher in this rotation, a lower level signing, maybe a guy like Jake Odorizzi or James Paxton. I'd also, like I said before, want to see them improve outfield defense. Center field defense is weak right now. Brandon Nimmo should be in left field. Dom Smith, amazing hitter, unfortunately not an outfielder. Same goes for J.D. Davis at third base. Not a great fielder there. It's going to cost the team runs. And I know we now have platinum glove shortstop Francisco Lindor. That'll help a lot, but the Mets still need to prioritize defense. Going back to that 2015 World Series, it's hard to do. I know, Mets fans. Remember how great our rotation was? It didn't matter. If your defense falters, it's going to kill you in the end. And on the flip side, what did the Royals do? They didn't have the best starting pitching. They made every single play in the field. So I prioritize defense. I think it's a big thing. They've done a good job by adding James McCann behind the plate, who has shown good numbers over the last year or so in improving his defense. Same for shortstop with Francisco Lindor. Now they got to shore up the next position up the middle in center field and at third base for J.D. Davis. So that's where I would go with the rest of the offseason if Bauer is not, in fact, on the Mets. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Be sure to leave it a like and subscribe to my channel. I do all things Major League Baseball and especially focus on my favorite team, the New York Mets. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen here. It sounds to me like he's going to the Mets. If he pulled this off and he goes to the Dodgers and he strung us along this whole time, full heel, most hated player in Mets fandom, if you ask me. Even more maybe than Chase Utley if he ends up going to the Dodgers after this. I mean, this would be the ultimate troll job. He has strung us along this entire way, and I would be not irate, but pretty upset and pretty irritated. So I don't know. I mean, he doesn't seem to care who hates him. Bauer just wants the attention, negative, positive. You know what they say, all press is good press. So maybe that's the case with him. We've also heard, Daniel, we've heard rumors about the Mets being interested in Rich Hill. Wouldn't hate that at all. Being a fifth starter in our rotation until we get Syndergaard back, along with the other guys we have, wouldn't hate that at all. Right now, the Mets rotation depth looks like Jacob deGrom, Marcus Stroman, Carlos Carrasco, last year's rookie David Peterson, who really impressed me. I like his stuff, as well as now Joey Lucchesi, Jordan Yamamoto, a few other guys mixed in there as well. And then, of course, the next guy up, in my opinion, would be Seth Lugo. I think he could be a good starter. Time to stretch out. I prefer to keep him in the bullpen, but in an emergency, no doubt Seth Lugo could be a very, very good starting pitcher in any rotation. Okay with that. We still don't know. We still don't know if Trevor Bauer is a Met or not. He still has not yet made an announcement. Let's refresh Twitter real quick, and let's take a look at what they're saying right now. Haven't heard any news. What we saw earlier today is that Bauer actually posted on his social media platforms merch for Mets with LFGM on the shirts and on the hats. And then it was quickly taken down. And everyone was like, oh my God, he's coming to the Mets. He leaked it on accident. But this is kind of what happened yesterday with Nightingale. I fully believe that Rachel Luba and Trevor Bauer told Nightingale to release that statement to get more talk and more hype around the Mets and around his name right now, Trevor Bauer. So, I mean, this is all just a job by him, man. He's just trying to get as much attention to him as possible. I can appreciate it. I mean, nothing wrong with that. Use the platform as you can. Let's see. Now he's posted. Trevor Bauer has posted a Mercury Mets hat giveaway. That's right. Mercury Mets. Anyone remember the Mercury Mets? Short-lived, terrible uniforms from the 2000s. He's released a Mercury Mets signed hat giveaway on his website. Let's go to this. Let's go take a look at this guy. He's insane. Bauer outage. Trevor Bauer. There's been a Bauer outage. This is his website right here. It's backwards, but as you can see, there's been a Bauer outage is what it says. We won't know. We won't. Let's see. Heyman tweeted. What did he say, Mets season? Let's go take a look. Let me refresh my Twitter. Let's get to this. I don't think any of the beats are going to know before we do, honestly. I think Trevor Bauer is going to make the announcement himself live on YouTube or in some fashion like that. I don't think he wants to let these guys. Oh, my God. John Heyman has said Bauer to Dodgers. Oh, my God. This can't be real. Wow. Is this legit? This can't be real. It's his real Twitter. John Heyman 1 minute ago, Bauer to Dodgers. Bauer decision will surprise some folks, but he's coming home and to a champion. Hashtag Dodgers. Wow. I can't believe this. I am shocked. What the hell? This is insane. I was 99% certain Bauer was coming to the Mets. I really was. And he's going to the Dodgers. This is crazy. This is insane. He trolled us. Bauer completely trolled the Mets and their fans for an entire 2 days and even longer. This is unbelievable. I am so interested in hearing what the contract details are. Wow. Huge deal. The Dodgers, whoa. I don't know who is going to beat them I don't know who can beat the Dodgers now at this point in the National League. This is insane. Wow. It's been reported by John Heyman that Trevor Bauer is going to the Dodgers. Let's hope it's fake news. If you're a Mets fan, that's what I'm hoping. I'm not even as disappointed that he's not coming to the Mets as I am that he's going to the Dodgers, because that just made them even better than they already were. I mean, their rotation, if true, is insane. Walker Buehler, Clayton Kershaw, Trevor Bauer, Dylan May. I mean, this is an insane rotation if true. Let's take a look. Ooh, that would really make things tough for the Mets and for the Padres and the Braves in the National League if the Dodgers did in fact land Trevor Bauer. Oh man. Let's take a look. We have any new tweets? Well, Bob Nightingale reported Trevor Bauer. Oh no, that was an old one. Oh God. This is wild. I cannot believe this. I am shocked. If true, this is shocking. Bauer reportedly going to the Dodgers, according to John Heyman. If true, this Dodger team is unstoppable. I don't know who could beat the Dodgers in a playoff matchup at this rate. Walker Buehler, Clayton Kershaw, Trevor Bauer, David Price. How could I forget David Price still on that team? Julio Urias, Dustin May, Tony Gonsolin. And you know the Dodgers have a ridiculous farm system. They are always ready to replenish it and add new guys that are ready to step in and be productive at the MLB level. This could be insane. Let's see how, I mean, we're still waiting on official word. Jon Heyman seems to be the only one that has reported this. I haven't seen a tweet from or report from any other credited reporters saying that Bauer is going to the Dodgers yet. Usually after one guy breaks it, you'll hear from the others like Jeff Passan, Ken Rosenthal, etc. Right now, Jon Heyman's the only guy that has said Dodgers, Trevor Bauer to the Dodgers. So I'm not quite ready to say it yet. And this could, again, be a double troll job. Maybe Bauer is saying, yeah, Dodgers, but he's actually going to the Mets. I mean, that could totally be true too. Personally, if I'm Sandy Alderson and Steve Cohen, I'm saying enough with this BS. Let's go. Either blank or get off the pot, as we say in New York. I mean, come on. Let's go. Let's do this. This is ridiculous. And now Andy Martino has said Bauer to Dodgers per source Heyman. So he's still going off the Jon Heyman source. We're waiting. I'm still waiting. I'm going to keep streaming until we have official word from other guys. But yes, this does appear to be a true report from Jon Heyman that Trevor Bauer is selecting the Dodgers, not the Mets. Trevor Bauer heading to the Dodgers, according to Jon Heyman. Let's see who else has this. Matt Johnston says Joel Sherman. Let's check it out. I'm going to refresh my Twitter. Let's take a look. Joel Sherman also said that there was a 12 p.m. deadline today, 12 p.m. Eastern time deadline for Bauer to announce his team, and that hasn't been the case. So let's see. I mean, just an hour ago, we heard from Tim Healy. Sources say the Mets' Trevor Bauer pursuit, quote, looks promising. All can change in an hour. Also, notable to mention, Trevor Bauer is from the Santa Barbara area. It's only about 2 hours from Los Angeles. He probably grew up a Dodgers fan, or at least in the area where a lot of Dodgers fans were. So wouldn't be a surprise to me. And would be nice for the Dodgers to win their first real World Series in a long time. Not a Mickey Mouse one. 60-game season. Come on. Not a real World Series. Okay, well, we have a screenshot from Trevor Bauer's YouTube video. He's wearing a Dodgers hat and Dodgers uniform. My new home, exclamation mark. Trevor Bauer. It looks like he's going to the Dodgers. Wow, this is shocking. I came into today 99% certain Trevor Bauer was going to sign with the New York Mets. It was very clear based on all of the news and reports and everything circulating, but apparently Trevor Bauer is going to the LA Dodgers. I'm as shocked as all of you guys are. It seemed like he was destined for the Mets. Not the case. Just put up a video and he is in LA. That's true, Larry. You got it. Wow. He trolled us hard. He trolled us so hard, man. He really just took me about 2 hours away from my day to do this. Trevor Bauer, ultimate con man, had us hook, line, and sinker. Trevor Bauer going to the Dodgers. It's been reported by multiple sources now, including his YouTube channel, that Bauer will be joining the Los Angeles Dodgers. Wow. So that team stacked. Absolutely stacked. Can't believe it. What do you guys think? Good move for the Dodgers? Are the Dodgers the team to beat in the National League? I mean, obviously they won the World Series last year. Best team on paper. Now, arguably one of the best rotations on paper as well. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I am shocked. Guys, thank you so much for joining this stream. If you're new, be sure to leave this video a like and subscribe to my channel. I cover all things Major League Baseball as well as the New York Mets. And I even put some of my terrible sense of humor mixed into some of the videos as well. So if you like really crappy, self-deprecating humor, I'm the perfect guy for you. Be sure to subscribe. I appreciate all you guys watching. So I'm going to just wait a couple more minutes here. This is just all the carnage and all the fallout on Mets Twitter. This is unbelievable. I was not expecting this at all. This is almost like when the Mets were said to have had an agreement with Brad Hand, and then nope, no, they don't. Same with Trevor Bauer last night. Bob Nightingale, Mets in agreement with Trevor Bauer on a deal. Nope, no, they don't. Wow. So Trevor Bauer and Brad Hand were Mets for all of a combined 10 minutes. Awesome. This was awesome offseason. Well, the Dodgers easily are going to retain their position as the team to beat in the National League. They are going to be a tough out. I don't see how any team could beat them at this point if Bauer's pitching to his full ability. The Mets are going to have to pivot. Hopefully they have some other moves up their sleeve. It looks like with Sandy Alderson at the helm, I fully believe they do have a plan B. But, I mean, there's no starting pitcher on the market like Trevor Bauer. So hopefully they'll address third base and center field. Who knows? Maybe a Chris Bryant trade is in the works. We know he's been rumored to be on the move. We've heard all about Harrison Bader in center field coming from the Cardinals. I don't know if the Cardinals are keen on trading him, especially after trading Dexter Fowler to the Angels last night. As a Mets fan, I'm not crushed that Bauer's not coming to the Mets as much as I am that he's going to the Dodgers. It makes our path to a National League title that much more difficult. If he was going to an American League team, I would have said, bye, great, see you later. Don't let the door kick you on the way. Blah, you know what I'm saying? But the fact that he's going to one of our chief rivals to win the National League pennant and ultimately play in the World Series, that's what makes this a harder pill to swallow for me. Not the fact that the Mets aren't landing him. I'm not completely sold on Bauer and his stats. I think he's going to still be a good pitcher and closer to what he did in 2020. But going to the Dodgers, man, going to be tough for the Mets to come out of the National League now. Going to be tough. I'm crushed too, Bigfoot. That's a tough one, man. Really tough one here. Well, guys, we live to fight another day. Let's see where the Mets pivot after this. I appreciate all you guys watching. Be sure to leave it a like. Subscribe to my channel if you're new. Appreciate all of you watching. I'll have a video covering the signing for the Dodgers with Trevor Bauer up in the next couple hours. Till then, be good. Let's go, Mets.